Hello everybody, this is Cosmic Lottery with another great review to help you spend your hard-earned cash and make a good purchasing decision. This time I have the Galaxy Watch 3 from Samsung in 45 millimeters. This is the Bluetooth Wi-Fi version only, which retails currently at $429 at Samsung's website. So it is probably one of the most expensive smartwatches out there. And probably a lot of people are on the fence, especially with the discounts going on now with the older versions, with the Gear and the Active and whatever is out there available. I think they retail about $220, $250 currently. So not a bad deal, but for you people that are thinking about this new one, I had this watch from day one, basically when they released it, and it's about 4 weeks that I'm having. I decided to take some longer time to go through the features and stuff that I like and dislike. So I compiled a little list with 3 features that I really like and 3 features that I dislike that Samsung probably needs to change in the future. And I'm gonna mention a few more things real quick that are not on the list. I don't want to make a too long of a review, and this is more about how this technology will impact you. I don't want to go over specs and unboxing and millimeters and whatever. So before I dig in, just remember to subscribe to my little awesome channel so I can help you out with more great videos. And let's start. So one of the things I'm going to mention first is the top feature, and the good and bad category is the same this time. It was really surprising, but I was thinking a lot about it and I just come to that conclusion. Every time I was thinking about it, there was no way around it. So I will say this at the end of the video and you're gonna find out what it is. So I'm gonna start with the bad list, and bottom of the list, basically number 3, is the accessories, meaning what you're getting in the box. First of all, you're getting this leather strap that comes with the watch that I removed probably day one. So currently I have a $10 probably, or 11, I don't know, strap from Amazon that is for the previous generation of the watch. And the reason I did it is just the leather one is kind of uncomfortable. There's nothing wrong with the looks, at least for me. I mean, I'm coming from a classic watch background, so I like the look. But the things that doesn't make sense to me is this is an active watch. They're promoting it that you can go out and work out, hit the gym, even swim, and it comes only with a leather strap. I mean, it doesn't make sense personally to me. Let me know what you think in the comments. Is that a good selling decision from Samsung? I mean, how hard was it for them to include another strap, for active lifestyle, that you can just exchange real quick? I mean, it's not a significant cost, especially for them, and the box has space. Small as it is, it's I don't know. It's a big disappointment for me. The other thing is the new charger that they put in here. So the cable is about 2 inches long. No, I'm just kidding. It's about 2 feet, but it's really too short for anything. So I charge on my nightstand. I don't hook it up to my computer at work or whatever. So I'm not one of those people that I'm gonna line up all my electronic devices at work and hook them up to a charger. So I think this is also a very bad decision from Samsung. I don't know why they did that. Why is it so short? I'm having problems charging it on my nightstand because it doesn't reach anywhere. So the other problem is that this is not removable, so you can't just replace the cable and buy a bigger one. You will probably end up using your old one, your old charger, or you gotta learn to live with it. So there is another cool feature here that they built in. Actually, it has a very strong magnet in it, so it holds the watch and you can just hook it up to anything that's metal. So it might be cool if you hook it up to your computer case or to your desk. It will stay in place. I tested it, like if you dangle it, it will fall off. Of course, the watch will just slide down. But other than that, it's kind of a disappointment. You know, you're shelling out like $450 with taxes, and you know, it feels just like they shortchange us with these kind of decisions. Come on, Samsung, why is it so hard to like add a couple inches to the cable? Just make it, you know, normal, at least 4-footer, if nothing else. So it will be good if they can add maybe like a screen protector. Like all the high-end devices now are starting to come out with a screen protector and a case. This thing does not need a case. And I slapped on a screen protector from my previous watch, which is like a slightly smaller size. And you can see there's some space around it, but nothing was available when I got it. There was no screen protectors for this particular model, for this particular size. So I just slapped the old one. I'm gonna wait for the new one to come out, but you know, it is what it is for now. It might not even be needed, honestly. These new glasses that they put on, or plastics or whatever, are just like pretty good, scratch protecting. Number 2, it was interesting. I just gonna kind of mention it. There's nothing to talk about it. I kind of debated it. It should go a number 1 spot, but it's the price. It's kind of getting to a point where it's ridiculously expensive. You know, with all the trade-in programs that they offer and whatever, you know, they're going the Tesla route where they show you, like currently is displaying $279.99 with an eligible trade-in with Samsung financing, which doesn't make sense. What you gonna trade in? They're not accepting old watches, they're just accepting phones or tablets, which doesn't make sense. So that's about it. So number 1 feature, I'm gonna leave it for now. I'm gonna cover the 3 and 2 in the good list. As I said, number 1, it's shared. So number 3 in the good list is basically the durability. I mean, this thing is built like a tank. I gotta hand it to the Samsung. The coating that they use here is different from previous generations. So usually I was like a little bit gentle with this smartwatch with the previous generations. Like if I do any hard work, I will get it off my hand. So this time I decided to just literally use it non-stop, and I banged it a couple of times and there is nothing. I banged it hard, like against the metal ring, against the bottom here, and I gotta say, whatever they use, it's a big improvement. So think about that you actually gonna have like a lot more durable watch for the money. So it's definitely a plus, because we want our watches to last for a few years, you know, if not like 5, 6, 10 years. So with this one, there's a possibility. With the older generations were kind of easier to scratch and ding. So I definitely think this durability is like a positive feature. And you know, unfortunately the battery life is still not there, but if they had like a real good battery tech inside, probably you can use it for 10 years. I don't see no problems with this one. So number 2, it's like a general, I wouldn't say it's a feature, it's just the smoothness of it. And like the transitions and detection, like workout detection, everything is a little bit smoother than the previous generations. And on the older ones, I noticed that from time to time they will get stuck, like certain screens, certain transitions, or when you try to do something, you will like hit the buttons, or you know, try to swipe, or you know, change the screen, it will just get locked and it will react maybe after a few seconds. So far within the month that I had it, I never noticed like a little hitch with this one. So that's a definite improvement. Definitely way better than the old ones. And overall, I think probably the new processor and the lighter battery, and I will say the lighter frame, because there's not so much metal now in there. They made it, they shaved it off from old dimensions, and the screen got bigger. So think about you're just getting a better upgrade. And I've saw a few reviews where they're saying it's like minimal upgrades compared to the older ones. I wouldn't say that. This is big difference. This is big difference compared to the older generations of their watches. And okay, number one feature, this was really hard for me. As I said, it shares the good and the bad list. So it is the looks. So it's hard to explain, but I like it and I don't like it. Like, why do I like it? It's a really nice looking watch, but it kind of turned more into something like for an office environment or for a suit, which the older generation ones, they were like more, I don't know, hardcore, thicker, and you can put a nice screen, you know, nice screensaver or whatever, and kind of make it work for every occasion. This feels more, I would say, at home in the office than in the gym. And part of it is the color options, I think. So I have like few comparisons here. Like, let's say I have my Bulova Precisionist. I think this is like the most similar in design and size that I have. And you can see like the color of the casing, it's just a nice contrast with the black strap, which this one, black on black, and the other color options kind of lack that feature. And this is like a classic watch, like, you know, you wouldn't go to the gym with this or swim in it. But I think they're going after that look instead of being more universal. And personally, I feel and they're losing like part of the identity of the watch. So another one that I have that I just want to compare real quick is the Casio Edifice. This is also similar. So if you look at the casing and the contrast, so this one has black, I would say, guts and the silver strap. So it's very similar, I will say. But yeah, and you can go sporty with this one, definitely. But, you know, I can wear this at the gym probably. Well, it might not look, you know, proper, but I don't know. It's really hard for me to explain. Let me know in the comments what you think. Am I just being crazy, or like a lot of people out there are biased on the looks? It is a beautiful watch, don't get me wrong. It's just really, really good and probably the best smartwatch that I ever owned. So I'm gonna keep it. I'm not gonna like resell it or anything. But yeah, I'm kind of torn. I don't know. That's why I said that feature will be like shared in the good and the bad list on the top position. So yeah, I don't know. I want to mention a few more things real quick before I end this video that might help you in your purchasing decision. One of the really, really good things is the brightness of the screen. So I don't know if it's just bigger or because they use some different technology. I think it's just because of the size. I actually use it in a lower setting. Like on my previous watches, I was always between 5 and 6. And on this one, I'm constantly at 4. I played around with it for a few days at the beginning and I just put it on 4, and it's kind of like perfect. It's visible. I also use the auto adjustment feature. It's on all the time. So like if you're in a dark room, it will not light up and, you know, tell your position. Things that I don't like, I want to mention really quick, like charging from the phone. I tried the feature where you can like share the power. I have a Galaxy Note 10. I did an upgrade to the 20, and for some reason, if you see, there's like a curvature here, and I don't know how many times I tried. It will start charging and it will just like turn off after like a minute, saying it doesn't detect, or doesn't detect the watch, or it's not like centered properly. I don't know. I think I tried like 30-40 times and it just gave up. I was like, this is not gonna work. So it's one of those features you might not use at all, but they're there, you know. it should be available if you ever have a need, and it just doesn't work. So I tried it on my older generation chargers. They fit, you know, the one that you can stand them on the side. So charging from different chargers is not a problem, but devices that have the power share function, it will not work. I don't know why. I can't explain it. I tried it without the band. I was thinking maybe the band is kind of pulling it on the side. I tried moving it around, you know, it detects it, it starts, but yeah, after a minute it's done. So that's definitely not a good thing. On the other hand, the battery life is really good. Like when I got it out of the box, it was like a day and a half, 2 days, but that first big update came out when they activated the blood oxygen sensor. And after that update, I'm constantly pushing 2.5, 3 days, no problems. 3 days happens, it just depends on my activity. I usually go out in the afternoon after work and do a light workout, or I go in the park with the kids or bicycling or something, and I turn the workout function, you know, with GPS and everything. So it pushes 2.5 days. It also depends like what screen you will use. Like if it has a lot of movement, a lot of functions, it will drain your battery quicker, definitely. I have few that I tested. I like the new one with the weather. This one is really good because it adapts to whatever is outside. Even like a few days ago, we had the meteor shower going on, the whatever they call the Perseids or something, I can't even pronounce it. So it was showing you that, like, you know, you will have cool meteorites flying in the background. So they did a really good job with this one. And the other one that is most thrifty, I have it from my older generations. Oh, okay, hold on just a second here. This one will push you probably 3 days, no problems. And okay, this is the one. So this, with this face, I push definitely more than 3 days. So yeah, it depends like how you use it, of course. So like I don't sleep in it. I don't measure my sleep, you know, with the new features that I have built in. And I don't turn the workout mode anytime I go out and do something. The auto detection is actually pretty good, and it works pretty good. So yeah, it's a good investment. It is pricey. I don't like that fact, but you know, I guess they can make it a little bit cheaper. It will be good if it is still in the mid $300 range, like $350-ish. But it is what it is. You can just wait for a deal, you know, a couple months. I'm pretty sure they're gonna drop the price a little bit, or you know, whatever comes in after 6 months when they promote the next tech, this will probably lose like $100 in value. So good investment if you're on the edge. If you're thinking about it, go ahead. I can give you my recommendation. You're not gonna be disappointed. It's really high quality, good built watch. Features are nice, battery life is pretty good, and it's just a big improvement over the old one. Alright, so that's about it from this video. Remember to hit that subscribe button, and thank you for watching.